What is up, guys? Dallas Gordon here. Today, I want to do another comparison video between Etsy, Shopify, and Amazon. I have been getting some questions about it. I'm pretty sure that I do have other videos on the channel with some of my perspectives from like the past on the platforms, but I want to come back again and I want to share some tips about each platform. All of them are amazing opportunities for you to earn passive income, but all of these are opportunities for you to earn amazing passive income. So I want to kind of give you some pros and cons for each platform so that you can make your mind up about which one is going to be best for you, which ones of these businesses are truly passive, because everything that people say is passive income isn't passive income. We've talked about that here on the channel before, that a lot of things, the ways that we use that word passive, nothing that you do is truly passive. Like most things need some sort of maintenance or for you to look back at it at some point. And some things are a little more on the passive end. So we'll talk about that too. So people are looking, or you may be a business owner who is looking for a place that you can run a business that you enjoy and you can earn additional income. So you're looking to find what option would be best for you. So I want to talk to you about, a few different of those options. So today we're going to be comparing, again, Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify. We're going to be talking about the differences. I'm going to be basing the conversation off of my own experience. And then towards the end of the video, as always, guys, I will share like a story or something like that with my own experience so I can keep the babbing off to the end for those of you who like to get right down to the deets. Okay, so let's get started. Let's start with Etsy. So Etsy, I don't want to say like I have a love-hate relationship with Etsy, but I would say that Etsy is a great platform. And the reason why they are amazing is because they've done a really great job of gathering the right type of traffic. So they have worked to get a very, very passionate audience of buyers who are looking to buy certain things. So you can literally spend 20 minutes on your computer and you can create a beautiful wedding invitation. You can create a bingo card. You can create, I'm trying to think of all the different things that people do. You can create a workbook, a guide, social media templates. I mean, the opportunities on Etsy are endless, especially for digital products where you don't really have to take any of your own money to actually create the product. And when it is time for somebody to actually purchase that product and buy it, you don't really have to take money to go and purchase it first and then ship it to them. You don't have to do any of that. The product is downloaded and it's theirs. Especially with the huge rise of AI, Mid-Journey, different tools like that, where you're able to generate prompted images based off of what's in your own mind, and artificial intelligence is taking that to create art for you and designs. Especially with the rise of AI, a lot of people are getting over with that and they're able to have whole Etsy shops with art, because a lot of us, we can't create art like a real artist, right? And so I know some people are touchy around AI, but it's happening. Okay, it is among us. So that's another big opportunity right now on Etsy. You also, of course, on Etsy have the opportunity to sell print on demand products. That's where you would partner with like a Printify or Printful or one of those type of companies. And you will put designs onto their website, which they have tons of products that you can put your designs on: t-shirts, mugs, bags, cell phone cases, all kinds, stickers, journals, all kinds of things. And then you list them over to Etsy. And what happens is when someone buys them, they will, fulfill the order for you and handle all of those logistics for you. So that's another opportunity on Etsy. And of course, originally Etsy is a handmade platform. So more towards the beginning, Etsy was more based around people actually making things by hand. at home, getting down on the grit, getting into the grit and making soaps and handmade items, gold necklaces. It's always been my top platform for shopping that kind of stuff because I am that kind of girl. I like things that are made especially to give for gifts. There are so many things that even my husband's wedding ring I had personalized twice, 2 different times on Etsy. I brought him 2 different rings. It's a beautiful platform to sell on. Now, as for the cons, before we get into cons, let me just finish. Etsy is a perfect place if you don't have traffic yet, you really don't have much of an audience yet, but you really want to just get started with your products and you want the chance for people to be able to see your products. You really don't know a whole lot about setting up your own shop, designing or creating your own website, running your own traffic. You don't know how to do any of those things, but you want the opportunity to share your amazing products with the world. Etsy's going to be perfect for you because they're going to give you this storefront to sell on where they're giving you step by step on how to set that up. So it's going to be an amazing platform for somebody like that. If that's you, it's going to be amazing for you because it's going to give you a leg up. You can even very easily run ads on an Etsy platform as well if that's what you choose to do, where it's not a long learning curve to be able to turn the ads on. They're kind of walking you through everything. As for the cons when it comes to Etsy, guys, just remember, Etsy has been around for quite some time. It is a huge marketplace. There are hundreds and thousands, if not more, sellers on the platform, just like you, who are looking to push their products forward and get their products in front of people. So in 2023, is at the time of me making this video. I don't know when you might see it, okay? But right now it's 2023. As of now, it is not realistic to come into any business expecting not to do any marketing because it can be extremely hard for you to get eyes on your products in an extremely oversaturated marketplace, okay? Where everyone's rushing to sell on the platform. Remember, when people are coming onto Etsy to buy your items, they are going to be suggested to buy someone else's items on the platform right under your items because Etsy's main goal is to get as many sales as possible and to get items in front of customers that customers actually want. So if that means suggesting to your customer who's finally landed on your page because they typed in the keywords that were on your listing or whatever and they're liking your product, Etsy is like, well, just in case you don't like that, look at this shop over here and look at that shop over there. So your competition is right on the same page as your products, and you know how much of a short attention span we can have when we are shopping. So please keep that in mind. Etsy does have fees. They will charge you to list products. They will also charge you when you sell those products. So they're going to have fees. To kind of get around that, guys, just make sure that you are using an Etsy calculator to calculate those fees straight across the board when you are putting together your pricing. Okay, so I wouldn't say that that's a huge con if you are pricing things appropriately. Another thing I would say is that let's just say you are making a passport cover. And it's one of the things that I had listed on Etsy in the past, which I was overpriced for because my supplier, my print on demand supplier, wanted to fill the order for super high price, and the printing costs were super high. And so when I went to list it over on Etsy, in order for me to make a profit, I would be pricing myself out, guys. So that's another thing to think about. When you are on a marketplace, people are going to be searching for an item and they're going to have all these different stores that come up and they're looking for what they're looking for, but at the lowest price sometimes. So if you're not able to source the product or have the product printed at a lower price, you may price yourself out on Etsy and it can be hard for your sales. So that's another thing. Etsy is a business that does take the right mindset. So I have another video on my channel that I did recently that said, please stop, watch this video before you sell on Etsy. Definitely make sure that you go and check that out. Because when you come onto the platform, this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is a business, a long-term business that you're going to have to be dedicated to and you're going to build. For some people, it takes them years to build up traction the way that they want to an Etsy store. So you're going to have to come into the business with strategy, with patience, with the know-how and knowledge. and really just the longevity, the discipline, the dedication to be able to ride that thing out consistently until you see the results that you want. And it can be very challenging as an early seller to get the sales and things that you're looking for early on. Some people get lucky and get early sales. Most people do not. So this is not, guys, I would not consider Etsy a passive business. You are going to have to monitor, customer service requests and things that come in. You are going to have to monitor your Etsy shop. They're looking at how often you're listing and how active you are. And it is just a business that you're going to have to consistently work on and consistently be researching new products and things like that for the long haul. Just keep all that in mind. So with hearing all that is Etsy for you, I can tell you that it is not the choice for me, only because I already run pretty much 2 full-time businesses that take up my day. So I don't have the time to put into Etsy. And I think that you just need to be honest with yourself up front. And it'll just be easier to exit out and say, no, this is not the thing for me. I know I have a comparison tool inside of the community for YouTube supporters. So inside of that community, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll see options to be able to join the Go Getter community, which is people who get access to perks when they support the channel. I have a whole comparison training. I have a whole spreadsheet laid out for you that you can go in and fill out different things about your business. I have a whole planner for e-commerce that you can get in there and fill out different things for your business to figure out which business is a fit for you. So that's helpful. So definitely check that out if you're looking for something like that. So let's move over to Shopify. Okay, Shopify is an old dog. I've been doing Shopify for a lot of years in many different ways. My most recent store on Shopify is a stationery store, which is a sister company to my subscription box business. That is where we liquidate all of our inventory, our leftover inventory. We run sales. We add print on demand products. The store is popping, y'all, okay? I do really, really love Shopify. So let me just tell you how Shopify is going to differ between Etsy or Amazon. Shopify is just a platform that's just going to give you your own place to sell things, okay? And they're going to make it easy for you to be able to get set up. They also pour a lot into their sellers with education right there at your fingertips and all kinds of other stuff to help you to be a great success. They also help you by offering you an extremely user-friendly platform to run your business on. So what I want to say to you is Shopify does not come with this huge marketplace of curated customers for your business. You will have to work. You will have to really aggressively market your business. You are going to have to be knowledgeable about what a good product looks like and how to market that product when you are on Shopify. Now, I'm not saying you don't have to market on Amazon and Etsy, but what I am saying is that they do come with their own traffic. They are giants when it comes to e-commerce, so they are going to be putting your products in front of customers without you really having to do anything. But with Shopify, not happening, okay? You can set up a whole store and you can let it sit there for a year, and I can promise you most likely you will have crickets if you did nothing to market and promote your store. So keep in mind that with Shopify, you are responsible for the design of your website. They do have some beautiful themes that you can use to give you a head start. If you don't know how to do it, you will have to hire the designer. There is a monthly fee associated with Shopify that you have to pay. Of course, there are transaction fees, but Shopify really doesn't have their hands in your sales in the same way that another marketplace would. You have more reign and you have more control over what it is that you do, what it is that you sell, what your policies are, how fast you ship, how you want to set up shop and how you want to run shop is going to be completely up to you when you have a Shopify store. Definitely keep that in mind. Is that it's all up to you. And if you don't know how to run traffic, you better learn, because they're not going to send traffic to your website, okay? What are some of the cons with Shopify, guys, is just that I would say it is your own. So you are not going to be able to run a passive business having a Shopify store. You are responsible for customer service, returns. If you get a charge back, you're responsible to handle those. And you are responsible to actually get eyes okay, on your business. You're responsible for fully marketing your own store. No one else is going to help you to do that. It is yours. It is your baby. So for some people that may be a con, for other people that may be liberating, I'm not sure, but it just depends on what your goals are and what you are wanting to do. Another thing, you have the opportunity to fully brand yourself. You can put as many as products in front of your customers as you want to. If your customers are upsold or cross-sold too, it is up to you how that's happening. It's your own products. So you don't have to worry about your competition showing up on the same exact page that your products are showing up on. Once you've driven that traffic to Shopify and a potential customer clicks to buy, they're only seeing your stuff. So that's also good about Shopify. So let's move to Amazon, the mega e-commerce giant Amazon. Okay, it's probably going to be super big compared to Etsy and other marketplaces. There are so many different ways, guys, that you can sell on Amazon. I'm going to more so speak specifically more on what I have experienced. But of course, Amazon has their own merch program called Amazon Merch, where for a commission or a royalty, I believe they call them royalties or commissions, you can design and upload your t-shirt designs to Amazon. Amazon will print them and pay you royalties when your t-shirt designs sell. I have heard some not so good things about the platform and some good things. I think the con with their merch program is that you have to tier up. So they're only going to allow you to get started with very limited designs. There is a subscription box program with Amazon. Some people are selling their box on there. I haven't touched it because I haven't heard the best reviews about that program. There is an Amazon influencer program. If you would like to get involved as an affiliate, you can do that, and you can promote products over there and get little affiliate payouts on Amazon. You have Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, where you can actually send your products into Amazon and they are responsible for fulfilling them. You also have that as well. So guys, there are so many different things. Amazon KDP. There are so many things that you can do on Amazon. You can list your own products and ship them from home if that's what you want to do. There's so much that you can do. I've been involved in quite many different businesses on Amazon. So let's talk a little bit more about that business. So with Amazon, again, this is a mega e-commerce giant. They have all the traffic, okay? They have traffic in different countries. They have traffic worldwide. So yes, they come with a very strong customer base. Who do you know in 2023 who does not shop the e-commerce giant Amazon? All of us do. So keep in mind, guys, that you will get a great chance of getting some eyes on your products when you do sell on Amazon.com. And there are so many ways to choose to sell. And I've done them all. I've done FBA, great program. Easy because you get to ship all your stuff in and they handle all from there. Storage fees were you know what, I won't say it. There are some fees and things that behind the scenes that are kind of unfair, kind of expensive. And then you definitely can buy products and ship them yourself. I've also done that. I didn't like it so much because Amazon's deadlines they're fast, right? There's so much that you can do wrong, okay, trying to sell on the platform, but it is an opportunity to put a product that you have created out there into the world, and you can get some really great traffic. Of course, considering keywords, same thing with Etsy and things like that, and advertising if you're willing to run ads. All of those things should be taken into account. And then, of course, you have KDP, which is a new venture that I'm on, where I'm listing books and things like that to Amazon, because you already know I have a stationary business, so it's just in alignment. You know, of course, it's not a get-rich-quick thing. A friend sent me a video about people thinking that jumping onto KDP is going to be, they're going to just publish books and get rich. Maybe one day you will make a considerable amount of money in the future with KDP, but right away, no, it's again a long-term business that you want to go into it with the mindset of, this is something I'm building over time. Amazon is great. Again, it is not passive. I mean, I feel like out of all the businesses, KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing is going to be literally your best bet at running a passive income business. Once you publish the book, Amazon takes it from there. You don't talk to customers. You do nothing else. You don't get penalized for having your books out there for a long time. To my knowledge, it's just set it and leave it. Probably what I would say as far as cons with the platform are some of the same things that I would say about Etsy. There are a lot of sellers out there. There are going to be other sellers being offered your products. That's just the way Amazon works. So there's a lot of competition on the platform, and it is going to take some consistency, dedication, and being able to abide by and follow their many rules. I will say I've never seen a platform like Amazon have so many rules in my life. They have a lot of rules. Amazon has standards. So you have a lot of things to learn and a lot of rules to abide by when you sell on their platform. But it is a great opportunity to earn. I would say none of these are truly passive except for, again, Amazon KDP. So that is what I would say, guys. That is what I would say about these platforms. I really, really do hope that I have provided you with, some information, some great information to make your decision with which platform you like to get started with, or if you're going to get started with this at all. Definitely let me know in the comments if this has helped. We're now over 20 minutes. So let me know if this has helped. And as sort of fast forwarding to, kind of like a story, I used to actually drop ship on Amazon, which is against their terms of service. But I did not care at the time. And I was just super reckless. And I got suspended multiple times. I kept opening up new stores and getting suspended again. And I would make loads of money on those stores, thousands of dollars on those stores, and then I would get shut down. So I say all that to say I was a little naughty back then. And you get what you put out. So if you are expecting to survive on a platform like Amazon doing something that is technically not legal, and expecting to survive and not get shut down, the chances are slim to none. So I want to say that we can't get mad at a platform because they shut us down for doing something that they told us not to do in the first place. And so I had to get my whole attitude and mindset right around that. If you're doing the right thing on Amazon, you're paying attention, you're educating yourself about their rules and how they like things, and you're doing your best to stick within those, you should be fine. If you are doing things against their terms of service, just know suspension is most likely around the corner because they do not play. So keep that in mind. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for listening in. My throat is dry. I'm going to go. You guys be blessed. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and I'll see you around soon.